All right, people, what is going on? This is episode number 57 of the VF Cast. I am VF Baller, and I'm glad that I'm able to do these episodes twice a month now instead of doing one every week. And it gives me more time to put more stuff on the table for you guys to talk about. And today's not going to be, anything different from that. So we're just going to get into these three topics I want to talk about, give my thoughts and opinions on them, and just go from there. If this is your first time here, welcome. This is the VF Cast channel. I talk about gaming and everything under that umbrella. And we're going to talk about Bayonetta 3. Should I boycott it? There's a little bit of history behind that, why I say that. PGA 2K23 released, so I'm a big golf fan, and I'm going to be playing a lot of that game, so I'm kind of excited about that. And finally, we're going to finish with G4TV. They finally shut down after, a year, 2 years of doing their antics or whatever the case may be. So we're going to talk about all that. And like I said, I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinions. Let's go ahead and get into this. Bayonetta 3. I was on board of saying I'm going to get a Nintendo Switch. I said I was going to buy one, but it was under one condition, basically. That condition was once Bayonetta 3 releases. So I have not bought a Nintendo Switch yet. I've been back and forth with it, but I'm a big fan of Bayonetta 1 and 2. I have both of them on the Wii U, and I have Bayonetta 1 on PC. I love playing the games. I'm a big fan of Bayonetta, and I want to play Bayonetta 3. The problem was it's going to be only on the Wii U. It's going to only be on the Switch. And from the beginning, I didn't have a desire to buy a Switch. And I was like, yeah, whatever. I'm not going to buy one. But after thinking about it, I said, it wouldn't hurt to buy one. It'd be good for my wife. She could play it. My son, he likes to play games now. It'd be good for him. I can get him on it and he can have fun or whatever the case may be. So this is what I was going to do. I was going to get one once Bayonetta 3 dropped. There's a lot of controversy with Bayonetta 3 now since the voice actor is speaking out about low pay and she wasn't treated properly or whatever the case may be. And should this be a reason I boycott? Also, there's other allegations saying that somebody tweeted at me one day or earlier today, matter of fact, about me, not me, but about the director of the game is covering up, these, unwanted, I'll just say it like that, unwanted allegations from staff members or whatever the case may be. I don't know how much of of truth to that is. It just came to me, but should that be a reason why I boycott the game? I'm not really sure. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know because a lot of this stuff is, I'm not gonna say it's not gaming related, especially with the unwanted allegation stuff that he said that he's covering up and other bad business practices. But I did say I was going to buy a Switch. And what I may do is just buy the Switch and not worry about the game, or at least wait till the game comes out and get it used. Because one thing I don't like to do, I don't like to support I don't like to support bad business practices or people who are just doing, those other type of things, who are like covering up, really bad allegations when it comes to people, or especially women or whatever. That's hard for me to, wrap my head around. It's something I don't want to support. But as far as the Switch go, I think I'm gonna continue to. I'm going to buy one, and like I said, I may just get the game once it's like used, because my thing is I don't care who you are or whatever the case may be, and if I don't hear about it, because I'm gonna say it, because I know people probably say, well, what about this and that, and what like this stuff is, there's stuff that I don't know about when it comes to certain developers or companies, whatever the case may be, doing things. But if I hear about it, I'm more not likely to support it. Now, that aside, I think that's more serious than what the voice actor is saying. Helena Taylor, she's basically saying that she was not paid, or she was only offered $4,000 due the entire game of Bayonetta. Now, I listened to some of the things that she said, and a lot of things that said it sounds credible, to be honest. I mean, because I know how, I'm not an expert at it, but I know how some of this voice acting game work. They don't make a lot of money. They just don't. You know, it's not like a situation where a guy like me, you know, I'm a blue collar brother. You know, I work 9 to 5. I make an honest living what I do out, you know, well, in my real life or whatever. I don't think a lot of these voice actors don't make that kind of money where, you know, they're just constantly making income. You know, a lot of these people, they just have one voice in a couple of clips and they get paid for that, or they get paid, you know, a couple of hours to do a voice job, and sometimes that's all it takes. You know, I don't know, you know, Bayonetta, you know, she's talking throughout the entire game. So Miss Taylor here, I'm pretty sure that she was doing maybe 20, 30, 40 hours. But when you understand and think how that is, when you're doing 20, 30, 40 hours, you may be getting paid anywhere like 1,000, I ain't gonna say 1,000, but maybe like $75 to $90 an hour for, you know, let's say maybe 50, 60, 70 hours of work. You can't live off that. Now I don't know, you know, I don't count people's pockets. I don't know what else she does for a living. It's not my business. I can care less, to be honest. But I understand what they're saying when you're making a company is making a hand over fist with these games that are coming out. I mean, you know, they're gonna make money off of Bayonetta. I mean, this is one of the games that makes a lot of money, but only giving them $4,000. That, to me, that seems kind of low. But I don't know how the industry works. But she feels like she has a gripe. She has a gripe, and I think it sounds credible. And it's kind of weird because now she's the odd person out, and someone else has come in to voice that. The character. And there are a lot of people saying that the new person, Jennifer Hale, who's supposed to be, you know, doing the voice, you're not going to hear too much of a difference. So it says it's going to exceed fan expectations, and people are going to, like, the performance is virtually indistinguishable. Now, my thing is, okay, if that's the case, that's not a reason for me to boycott. I mean, to be honest, I mean, okay, cool. That works for you. That's all great. But my thing is, if there's a situation where there's other stuff going on, I'm going to be scratching my head about that because I don't know how that's going to play out. I'm really, you know, I'm kind of nervous about that. So with that being said, I'm going to continue to see how that goes and just go from there. Okay, let's go ahead and jump over and let's talk about NBA, or not NBA. I'm so used to thinking about 2K be NBA. Let's go ahead and talk about PGA 2K23. I'm really excited about this game. I think this game is going to be pretty cool. I just can't wait for it to come out. When I look at this game right here, 2K21 was so good. So I can't imagine how well this game's going to be. Now, I haven't played the game yet. I mean, the game is still in the wrapper. I bought it the other day, and I'm looking forward to playing this. I'm going to be playing a lot of this once this comes out. Not come out, but you know what I mean. Once I take it out of the box, play it on my PS5. I don't have much to say about this. Like, I want to see what EA does because EA is coming out with their game as well. But they're going to have a tall task because 2K21 was so good. This was a really good game. And it's going to be really interesting to see how well 2K tops what 2K21 did. Because I still play 2K21. You know, I think it was a really good game. I think the only thing I didn't like about this too much, well, 21, was everything was still like connected online. I wasn't a really big fan of that. But I did like the fact that the game just played so well. It was a very smooth experience when it comes to the golf game. So don't have much to say about this, but I'm glad that this came out. I'm going to be jumping on it a lot, and I can't really, you know, I can't wait to see what the EA Sports game is going to do because I love to see competition between these two, you know, companies, 2K and EA. And you want to see it in basketball and football. You don't see it that much at all, you know, now, but golf is where it's at, I guess. So I'll see how that plays out, and I'm going to be playing this, and you probably going to see a lot of this on my channel. So not much to say about that, but still, it's cool. It's all good either way. All right, last but not least, we'll talk about some G4. G4 is shut down after all this time. I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinions on that. I want to pull up another article when it comes to G4TV. Let me pull this up real quick. because I think G4 this entire situation is just been, awful. It's been absolutely awful. Just how the way they've been, dealing with, their fans or whatever the case may be. It's just been really bad. And I just don't know. I mean, you kind of saw it coming at the end of the day. I knew this was going to be the case because G4 just never really picked up any steam ever since they started out. And then on top of it, it didn't help what the way they were treating their fans and how Frost and what's his Adam Sessler, I think that's his name, the way they were treating their fans, it was absolutely awful, to be honest. And so I don't really want to go down through the article because I pulled the article up, but this was right here. It was just long overdue. There were also other situations where they just couldn't capture the audience because what they're doing on G4, not just the crazy stuff that they were talking about, but the other thing that they was doing on G4 was stuff that other YouTube guys were already doing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people that on YouTube was doing what they're doing, but better. They tried to run a whole like TV broadcast on YouTube where nowadays people who have a camera and just talk about the topics do a better job. They present their games better. They, show off the just the aura and lifestyle of gaming better than what G4 did. And G4, like I said, they didn't help matters when they were basically, going after fans. Like, if you don't like it, don't watch, and all the other stuff they were talking about, the political stuff. And, what Adam Sessler's been doing on Twitter that has nothing to do with gaming. It was just a lot of craziness that was going on there that really could have been, avoided. It could have been avoided if they would just keep that stuff on the side and just do what they do as far as gaming goes. And even, like I said, even with that, the format of the show just was not jiving with people. I mean, this is not 2006 anymore. It just doesn't work. So I don't know what to say about it, as far as what's going on going forward. I just feel that they shot themselves in the foot too many times. I mean, even from people like Frost and all the way up to the, some of the higher ups was just, feeling the way they felt about their own viewers is like ridiculous. Also, there was other reports that the whole Frost rant was kind of, it was just out of the way. It wasn't scripted. It just at the last second it was done. And it was done so bad to the point where once it was finished, once she did the rant, she knew it came off wrong. Because if you really go back and look at that rant and see how she looked after the fact, it's like she knew she messed up. She knew she messed up. And it was other reports that Adam Sessler, even though he wasn't in the studio, that whole clapping thing was not even that was recorded. So he wasn't even there when it happened. He did. It was really weird. And then when everybody got fired, well, a lot of people got fired the first time, she comes back and with the tweet saying, "I survived." I mean, that was just so tone deaf. It was just terrible. Overall, everything just was downhill from the get-go. And, it's just something that just doesn't do. Like, people like me and other people who do this type of format, you just get better. You get better content because it's more personal. You feel more related to the person who's just doing something behind the mic and in front of the camera behind the mic, actually doing something that other people who can understand the fellow gamer, it just comes off more relatable. Even with people who have good production in their videos, it just comes off more relatable. So it's just, I have no pity for them for how they went about it. It just was just really stupid, in my opinion. It was just really dumb. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I don't know what else to say just going forward with that. I mean, I don't think that, I don't think they'll ever come back. I think if anything, if they do come back, they're going to have to do something that's more relatable to what other people are doing now. Just regular gamers who have a pretty good personality that wants to have a good time celebrating video games and not just pointing the finger at people for their opinions that are outside of gamers, outside of gaming. It's kind of weird. All right, I'm about to get up out of here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. This 2 times a week thing is pretty cool. It probably was some technical difficulties throughout the video. I'm sorry about that. I think it was some frame rate was jumping up and down. I am in the process of rebuilding this computer. I want to tell you about that. I did a video about it. I got the Ryzen 9 that I'm going to be putting in here. And I got some more RAM that I'm going to be putting in. So that may help a little bit, even though this PC is actually pretty decent. But I saw some dips. So if that was the case, I do apologize about that. Also, I got some more games outside of this that I picked up. I got one coming from Japan that I think is going to be really cool that I could talk about when I do my pickups. And I have other games that's down here I'm not going to talk about yet, but that's going to all be a part of a pickup video. And I'm going to be doing more stuff throughout the week. But the VF cast twice a week. Be on the lookout for the next episode. It's probably going to be at the end of the month, around the 31st. So hopefully you guys will be around for that as well. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for watching. You guys have a good one. Take it easy. Peace.